To drive an inclusive agricultural transformation, it's also imperative that we enact policies that allow for regional trade. And regional trade is important because Kenya is a net importer of food, simply because we don't produce as much as we'd want. And one of the commodities that we export in large quantities is beans. And in this regard, AGRA has been working with Kilimo Trust in the REACT project. And this particular initiative aims to support the regional trade of beans between Uganda and Kenya. And it's an important project because particularly it is working with women.
Cheptaritsta Women Group was formed in the year 2009. Women came together to make the usual merry-go-round for women. And we were 15 in number. And we would visit a member's home or house. We contribute 2,000 shillings. That translates to 30,000 for that particular member to begin a business. Without staying at home, will not argue well with us, considering so much challenges in our homes. So we went on with our merry-go-round from 2009 to 2014, that we had covered almost every home. 2014, through the advice of East African Grain Council, because the same women are farmers, small farmers at the same time, they advised us to aggregate our maize in one central area. So we found a store for ourselves that we could bring each the small amount, the number of bags, and then we did put together. Through their advice, we could get traders from within our county and even outside, and by aggregating in one store, it made us realize better prices. We were introduced to Kilimo Trust in 2015. Kilimo Trust, in a very tremendous way, were able to put us in with other cooperatives. They linked us. That is through consortiums, something we didn't know previously. So after being put together, Kilimo Trust made these other cooperatives to have trust on us, that if they can supply us items like, for example, foodstuff maize or beans, we were able to agree on certain times for payment.
Tukapata tender from schools ya primary. Sasa tunalisha shule yenye siko Eldoret na Lodwar. Tukaungana na Maize Mills, wakapatia wamama contract. Sasa tunafanya na Maize Mills contract ya feeding programs kwa watoto ya shule.
Whenever we were added more schools, we had the strength because we have the people that they had put us together. We could rely on for the supply. We got so much beans from Trans Soya, and when they were not able to meet the quantity we want, we would still request the cooperatives in Uganda, and they could supply us.
This particular project came in handy to ensure that we put together, we mobilize, help them mobilize the suppliers, that is the farmers, both within Nandi and the Rift Valley for beans. And because of the seasonality of the crops that they are targeting, there are times when beans here, even the entire country is out of season. Maize similarly. So we also ensured that through still this agri-funded program reacts to, because there has been farmers producing maize and beans in Uganda, we linked them to those cooperatives. And we took them across the border to negotiate business deals with them. They signed MOUs with those cooperatives for the supply of beans and maize whenever these ladies needed that.
When we started working again with this group, in terms of the farmers that they're working with here, initially they were less than 500, and at the moment they're working with over 1,500 farmers.
We got introduced to Egerton University through Cheptarit in 2017. So they were given the seeds. Most of them did not have where to plant. So they gave us the seeds, and then we sold to them the produce. In turn, they sold to Egerton University.
Kuna siku moja nilitembea Consortium kwa marafiki zangu ambao wako na vikundi. Nikapata watu kutoka Kilimo Trust na Egerton wakifundisha hapo. Basi na mimi pia kwa vile ni mkulima nikafurahia, nikaingia ndani. Wakaandika majina yangu hapo, tukakuja na hawa, nikapatiwa mbegu mifuko 6 ya eka 6 na mbolea. Saa ile nilifuna, wakakuja kutoka Egerton, wakakagua mbegu, wakaona iko sawa. Nilipata gunia 30, wakachukua 27 packs.
Part of the challenges is transport, because like now when we are transporting the foodstuff to Lodwar, we are using 8 trucks. So you find the truck owners, their prices always go high. But now, since we don't have any otherwise, we are continuing using hired trucks. So transport is a major thing, because right now we are paying 1.2 million for transport alone. For this month, what they have supplied in all schools in Uasin Gishu, Nyamira, Kisii, and Turkana counties. Being a women group, the biggest challenge I would say is finances.
Overall, this is a group that has grown over time, and going forward, we expect that this group will even move into more markets in terms of the niche of the markets, and also into more products.
This is the certificate we got as Cheptarit Star, being as the best women-owned led enterprise in agri-business under the regional East African community trade in staples, that is maize and beans. That was Reacts 2 project funded by AGRA.